What's happening, y'all? Me and Tony told y'all we had a new format for y'all. That new format is Tony coming to my house so that we won't have any more recording issues.
Yeah.
So this is officially, I guess, episode 1, season 1 of Tony and Shep. That's what name we're going with, by the way, because it just flows off the tongue.
Yeah, you gonna put me first?
You can be first.
That boy, good there. Everybody, get rolling hands.
Yeah. So I know a lot of y'all was looking for Tony's grand entrance for this. But,
yeah.
But Tony, please let me know.
See what had happened. Let's just say I guess there's some issues that's hindering me from doing that. So we're just not gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
Bang bang Cobra gang. I'll be back. Maybe. I may do a farewell tour myself. I've been thinking about it.
You know another guy who had a pretty good farewell tour this past season. His name is Dwayne Tyrone Wade Jr. And
name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Hold on. Let me see. I can Google it on my iPhone. Apple iPhone. Hopefully another sponsor.
Oh my God!
For the Tony and Shep show.
We both got you, baby.
We both got you.
We both
all day long. iPhone. If it ain't iPhone, it ain't nothing.
But yeah, okay. So let's talk about my boy Wade. Last night, we're recording this on Thursday, but you might not get it until Friday. Yeah. But last night on Wednesday, my boy Wade played in his final game. He got a triple-double on the second night of a back-to-back.
Golf clap.
No, you that man a standing ovation. I won't do it because I get out of the camera shot.
Okay.
But yeah, so my boy Wade, he got a triple-double in his last game. He got 25 points in his last home game, and that was actually a really emotional moment for everybody in this house.
But 30 points last home game.
25
last night.
25. He scored 30 points. You're right. 30 points last home game.
That's a D-Wade fan.
Shut up. He scored 30 points in his last home game. 25-point triple-double in his last game. Had all his banana boat buddies there. To show his besties. They were all there to support him.
I got something to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, but overall, you're a Kobe guy, obviously.
Am I?
Kobe, yes.
What gave it away?
Oh man,
hold on, it's kind of hot. Let me wipe my face real quick.
Maybe the everything. But you know what I mean. Just kind of, in your own words, as a non-fan, kind of put his career in perspective after what you've seen over the past couple of days.
Well, see, first and foremost, that's where you're wrong on that, bro. I am a huge Dwayne Wade fan. Always have been, always will be. After Kobe, D-Wade. I've always had mad respect for D-Wade. He can fall off the map, I don't care. Dwayne Wade can stay. Like D-Wade, the man's career, I mean, as far, especially on the court, I mean, they think about it, they named it Wade County.
Yeah.
Like that shows you the impact the man had, that he had in the community, on the game, his family and everything. I mean, the dude easily, I tell people all the time, I mean, this is just me, I know you might not like this, but you have your Michael Jordan, you have your Kobe Bryant. Wade is 3. He's down there, but he's 3. But there's still a big gap between him and everybody else.
Listen, bro. Okay.
No, it's still a gap between him and everybody else. Like he's a solid 3 on number 3 on the 2 guard.
I like the way that you try and give compliments and then find a way to make it not feel like a compliment.
No, it is a compliment. I mean, don't give me. Was he the caliber of Kobe? Was he that assassin that every night is like, okay, 2 or 3 people are gonna be at the dude. He's still gonna get 30. He wasn't that. Plus, riddled with injuries.
He didn't play like Kobe. He wasn't a shoot first. Hence the reason he didn't go for 60 in his last game.
Well, for him to be a shooting guard, he wasn't a shoot first. Every other 2 guard is shooting guard. That mentality is shoot first.
I think Wade was more of a team player who actually knew how to score. You know what I mean? And
he played more at the basket.
Yeah.
He was a 2 guard that played at the basket. Think about it. The dude has the most blocks of any guard. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for his career, he averaged like 2 a game, which is crazy for a guard.
Yeah, and considering that they list him as 6'4", but he's only like
6'2",
yeah, you know what I mean? 6'3"-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Taller than me.
Right. That's what made his career amazing in my eyes. Like the fact that he had. I don't want to put him in the same breath as LeBron James because I'm not saying that he's that type of player. He had LeBron James level impact on a game.
What? Like, truthfully, he's that type of player because they both play at the basket.
Yeah.
Think about it. They both play at the basket. They both have pretty high assists, especially for a 2 guard. Like I tell people say this all the time. Oh, Kobe's a ball hog. Kobe still averaged 5 assists for his career.
That doesn't mean he wasn't a ball hog.
Michael Jordan averaged 5 for his career. Every 2 guard averages right around 3 or 4 for their career because you want to know why? What are they paid to do?
Let's pay to score the ball.
Well,
that's the old NBA. So we have to move away from that.
Yeah.
Tony, you're a little long in the tooth now.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. The basketball that you remember from back in your day is not the way that it's being played now. But I get what you're saying. They're bred to score.
Yeah, that's what they're
meant to do.
But I put, as far as their total game, I put D Wade in that same as LeBron. I think, except that he shoots free throws a lot better.
Well, I mean, for their career, they're about the same.
They're about the same, but then again, for their career, you know, Wade played a lot less games and was injured a lot compared to LeBron. Like LeBron he's not a shooter at all. But yeah, as far as their scoring, they both either drive and kick, or they finish at the basket. That's their game.
Yeah, and I think the injuries that people often like to talk about with Wade, yes, they are a big part of why he isn't viewed in a higher light than what he.
Well, it killed his career.
It killed part of it.
Most of it.
But it killed what could have been. And I think, but that's also the beauty in his game, and the fact that Wade took he took what happened to him and he kept transforming his game. It seemed like every year his game added a little something else so that he could stay relevant.
He adapted.
Yeah, he adapted to his body.
He was like, hey, I'm 27, my knees are 103. I'm gonna keep it going.
Right. But yeah, like since you brought up LeBron, man, and you got on the Lakers jersey, man, y'all had the biggest. I'm kind of mad that Magic did it like this, but everybody know what we're alluding to. Magic Johnson randomly quit on the Lakers in the middle of the season. Tony, I mean, as a fan of the franchise,
yes,
not just the Kobe fan. You're a fan of the franchise. How does it feel for the best player in your franchise's history to essentially give up on him?
Okay, what you're not gonna do is slide in that best player in your franchise's history.
Right.
You tried it.
Right, he is though.
No, he is not. Kobe is the best player.
He's not.
Kobe is the best player, the best Laker. Okay. How I feel about him quitting? Do I like it? No, but I'm glad he was bound to do it instead of just letting it go, because it could have gotten worse. Because they say he was never in office. You know, to be an NBA GM it's a grind.
Yes.
You know, to be head of basketball operations, what he was, it's a grind. You know, you were in overseas and trying to find the next Manu Ginobili and these, you know, doing scouts and all that. Yeah. He wasn't doing that. He was on yachts with Samuel L. Jackson and everything for 2-3 months.
I see you did your research before you came over there.
I did, and I listened to a lot of Shannon Sharp. See, I got my Shannon Sharp arms on today.
Yeah.
I got my Shannon Sharp arms on today.
Got the guns out.
Yes. Guns out, funds out. And I listened to Colin Cowherd also. But it makes sense. Oh, and Chris Broussard.
Absolutely.
Chris Broussard probably
the whole Fox Sports one group.
Chris Broussard probably only the light skinned guy I really like right now. But he makes sense. And it does make sense, but it's a grind. And Magic Johnson, if you think about it, he never was a grinder. Like, he made his money and his whole empire off his face. Just off his face and his name. Like, he didn't have to go out and do all this stuff. I'm Magic Johnson. Why gotta do all this? Now, what I think he should have done was hire somebody to do it for him. He should have somebody like an assistant up under him do that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I think Magic Johnson, I think what happened was Magic Johnson was doing piss poor at this job.
Yes, he was.
And he was getting criticized.
He was getting criticized, and he don't like it. And I'm Magic Johnson. This is my city.
Well, he's never really had to deal with criticism.
Of course not, because he's Magic Johnson.
He's been able to smile at
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm Urban Magic Johnson. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, he's been able to play off of people's sympathy and stuff with the HIV and all that kind of stuff. And he's universally regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, and so for the past 40 years, 50 years of Magic Johnson's life, he hasn't had to deal with the scrutiny that's come along with this job.
Especially in today's, when you have the media, when everything is so open with social media and everything, like he's getting blasted for doing a terrible job.
To be fair to Magic, bro, like it wasn't all his fault.
Well, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
He got duped as a GM. Like he got took to school a couple of times.
Well, from what reports were saying was that Popovich was telling the Pelicans GM to not trade with the Lakers. So he got into the Pelicans GM like, hey, no, don't do that.
I mean, nobody in the league, let's be real, nobody in the league is interested in helping the Lakers or LeBron James at this point in his career.
Nah.
And I think part of what's happening this year, to stay with the Lakers is that partially like Magic got exposed for his lack of, I guess, business sense in that arena, and LeBron James has been under heavy scrutiny as well. So it's kind of like, what's the future for LA? What are you guys aiming at? What's the plan? What's the goal?
The plan, we got to get somebody to play with him. I mean,
but he can't even get nobody to play in Space Jam with him.
Bro, I told you that. Remember I told you that? They don't even want to play with. They don't even want to play with him for fake, for play, let alone for real. But the funny thing is, his whole career, LeBron's the best teammate. Everybody want to play with LeBron. LeBron this, LeBron that. Now all of a sudden nobody want to play with him. Why is that?
Well, that's because they know that if they come there, they're going to be playing with LeBron as opposed to LeBron playing with them. You got to understand, like, you come there, they're going to.
But see, the funny thing is, now when it was Kobe, just as a reference, and they was like, oh, Kobe's a terrible teammate because Kobe don't want to have fun. And Kobe just work. It's like, okay, look what that got him. 5 rings. And LeBron's way, look what it got him. Oh, he went to these 9 finals. Okay.
Now, what I can say is that for everything that I do say about Kobe Bryant, the formula works. The formula works. So
there's a gift, and my boy looking at somebody in the stands.
Yeah, like you can't argue with the formula.
You can't.
You know what I mean? And it worked for him. It worked for Jordan. You know what I mean?
Think about it. Like, 2 players that they say are at least top 5. It worked. They bust their butt.
No, nobody says Kobe Bryant's a top 5 player, Tony.
Kobe's top 10.
Tony, you in my house now, so we can square up if you want to. Like, because I know you mad by Kobe. Man,
don't you do it. Don't you do that. Don't you do it. Kobe Bryant is the top. I give him a top 10. I tell you all the time.
Come on, bro. Like, I give Kobe a hard time, bro. But I understand who and what Kobe Bryant is. I just won't let the words come out of my mouth.
You should. Why not?
Because he's Kobe Bryant and I hate his guts. Also, just to be fair, Dirk Nowitzki played his last game too.
You gotta mention that. Good job, Dirk.
That's worth the mention.
What? Come on, it's Dirk.
I hate his German guts.
Come on, Dirk is arguably the greatest European player.
There's no argument about it. He is the greatest European player and I still hate his guts.
Better than Manu?
Yes.
That's another discussion.
That's
a tight. You got what? Four rings on one.
You saw it was a pause there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you also had a Tim Duncan on one, and you had Dirk as the man on his team.
Manu could have started on any team.
I'm not
denying
denying the man. I'm not denying that because in my opinion, sometimes I tend to place Manu in my top 5 shooting guards of all time.
Yeah.
Because Manu Ginobili is. I recognize and I understand his impact.
So if you place him in the top 5, where do you place his ball spot?
That's number.
Is it better than LeBron's? Yes.
See, look, but here's the thing. Like Manu's was consistent. It was always there for you.
Yeah.
It was always there for you. LeBron James be covering his up with the Beijing. Yeah. Yeah, here's the argument that was killing me today because it pissed me off that I agreed with it. When they were talking about whether or not if they were drafted today, who would you pick first, Dirk Nowitzki or Dwayne Wade? And it was just like, in today's league,
it'd be Dirk.
You're looking for a 7-foot shooter.
You're looking for Porzingis.
And you got the greatest 7-foot shooter of all time. And it's really difficult for me to make an argument against that because no matter how much I love Wade and how much his game developed, the boy can't shoot. Like, he made a lot of threes this year, but he shot a lot of them things.
He shot a lot of them. He was never. I think he's under 30, like 25%. Like
not for his career.
For his career, he's probably
absolutely. He's like 26%.
To be a shooting guard.
Yeah. The boy got buckets though. Like that's what he did.
He was more of that stretch forward. Wait, he's just too small to play that. Because you can't be a shooting guard and can't shoot.
No,
you can't.
Well, you can be. He did it, and he became the 3rd greatest shooting guard of all time.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. So shout out to Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, so we shout out to him.
Dirk, congratulations on his last one. I know you don't want to say it, but dude,
I recognize Dirk for what he is.
Y'all 1 for 1. 1 for 1. You 1 for 1.
But bro.
That
one though, bro. Like that's not my fault.
It's not.
That's your boy fault. He your boy. He on your team. Hey, don't blame me, bro.
I'm letting everybody know that's a 4, not a 3.
That's your boy, bro.
It's a 4, not a 3. I tell people all the time. I respect LeBron James. I respect the man for everything he do in the community and everything he does. People,
you are a fan
of the Lakers. I sure am.
No, right. And he's a Laker. You're a fan of LeBron James. Nope. You're a LeBron James fan.
I can't stand Luke Walton. When Luke Walton used to come in the game, I got nervous.
Why?
Because Luke sucked.
Luke had a very high basketball IQ.
I don't care how smart. You can't put that ball in the basket. I don't care how smart you are.
He have no skills to back up that
at all.
What I call about Dario Odom about his rap name. Boy, Cap so.
Oh my dog, Cap so G.
Listen, bro, listen. Okay,
Bro.
just sidebar, right quick. Aside from the sports, like, look, I don't tell people, I don't comment on people's stuff very often on social media, but I watch everything, and I've watched several of this man's battles. Check him out, please.
Dario Odom is on.
His wordplay is outrageous. I seen the boy do one with anime characters one time.
Yes, I know you're talking about.
He was killing me, bro.
I know you're talking about, but Dario Odom, he's on Facebook. It's Capso G
Yes,
on IG and
Yes,
on
sir.
And it's Dario on Capso G
You can
on
YouTube
Snap.
Capso G,
Yeah,
bro, like,
you YouTube him.
he's
Check my
alright.
boy out.
Yeah.
I mean, he the realest thing since sliced bread. He just
The realest thing since sliced bread.
Man,
What kind of country person is it's the best thing since sliced bread?
I said, you're right, but he ain't the best since. I'm the best since sliced. He's just the
Oh, my
realest.
God.
I said it.
Oh, we got.
Hello, we got company. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, right?
Sorry for the brief intermission, guys. Tony said I'm like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood because I had somebody ring my doorbell in the middle of our conversation.
Just out of nowhere. Just ding dong, nigga.
Okay, so so I guess we can go ahead and maneuver over to what you wanted to talk about that I have no clue about. Florida State, that spring game.
Oh, Florida
That
State.
one. Was anybody there aside from you?
It was about 30,000 people there.
Really?
When's Miami spring game, by the way?
Who cares?
Exactly.
They don't play football anymore. They don't play football.
The University of Miami don't play
Yes,
football.
no, they don't.
No. No, you know what? Let me phrase that. Y'all play football the first half of the season.
Yeah.
That's when y'all play football.
Until the turnover chain got dingy, and then
The turnover chain, what happened? The turnover chain get dingy. All the dope money dry up, so we all ain't got nothing to play for no more. All that dope money,
Hey, bro.
that paid money, that
Bro,
dried up.
I done told you about besmirching the good name of those saints that go to the University of
It's
Miami.
blasphemy if you didn't put those words in the same sentence and mention the
We don't
University
steal
of Miami.
crowd legs.
You right, y'all sexual assault women.
As do y'all.
No, it wasn't true.
Oh, really?
Okay, it was proven that wasn't true.
You talking about that one or the lady with the Uber?
He was waiting for him to say, man, you can't
Fool
blame
me
him.
once.
You can't. No, he was. That's Tampa Bay stuff. You put that on Tampa. You put that on Tampa. He dug out doggone Tampa people.
That's what happens when you give them money.
That's right. You should never give them Tampa people money. Shout out to everybody from Tampa. That's my boy Cy Bernard. I see you, bro. But yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you brought up Cy Bernard.
My dog.
D. Janet. Mojo.
Mojo been off social media, but you still finna get
Yeah. Oh yeah.
all this smoke.
All this. Jessica Shaw.
Yeah. Get all that.
Every Celtics fan who watched this or ever looked at it, get your boy.
Paul Pierce, at no point in his career
Come on, man.
would I have ever taken Paul Pierce over Dwayne Wade. Even with Dwayne Wade's knees.
It's because you don't do drugs. That's why you don't do methamphetamines. That's why the cocaine's.
Yes, exactly. But we're gonna come back to that. We definitely come back to that. But yeah, Florida State, we had our spring game. I know you tried it. You tried it. You definitely tried. Everybody know I'm in no till I die. Always. But yeah, we had our spring game. Blackman threw for 426 yards, which is actually, if that was in pounds, that's 300 pounds more than how much he weighs. Man, small. Our redshirt freshman threw for just about 300 also. But they only threw for 3 touchdowns. A lot of yards.
Yeah.
But only 3 touchdowns. So it's kind of one of those that makes you think about our defense. Like, bend don't break. But it's college football for you. Like, it's gonna happen.
Nah, I mean, just being honest, like, I've always believed, I think I was on the Blackman bandwagon from that year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the switch back to Francois.
Palm Beach County is going on.
And I don't think the switch back to Francois should have been made. I understand what people say about Francois. Like, yes, he is more of a pro-style quarterback,
but it was
might be more accurate, you know what I mean? But that's not the system that Willie Taggart had. Like,
it's not pro-style.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's a college gimmicky offense.
It really is.
And so, you know what I mean? You need a player like Blackman. I just think he fits that style better. I think he runs that offense well. I think he does a pretty good job. You guys actually got some life with him start playing a few games down the stretch last year.
We did actually. The one game we did play, even though we lost, he still threw for 400 some yards.
That's what I'm saying.
The talent is there. We got a lot of receivers like Scary Terry, Tamron Terry, DJ Mathis said looked great. Both of them had over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah.
I mean, we look good. The offensive line actually looked decent.
I actually seen somebody compare Terry to Randy Moss, and I thought they should be drug tested.
Yeah, but Randy Moss in college, not Randy Moss.
Not Randy Moss in nothing.
Well, even Randy Moss in college. Randy Moss is not supposed to be at Marshall. He was
at Florida State.
Yeah, he was playing against inferior competition. He was at Marshall. He was way beyond them.
Yes.
But Terry, they comparing Terry to him because Terry, he's big, fast. Like tall, he's like 6. He's 6'4", something like that. And he's fast and he can jump.
Yeah, I get the reasons for the comparison.
But as far as
I've seen him play in person.
Yeah. The kid's good.
Yeah, he can play. He can play, but Randy?
Yeah.
They made a verb after this, man. You can't do nothing like that.
Most.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Most.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna leave Paul Pierce alone because by the time
no, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Bro, listen, bro, I can't make that brief, bro, because that struck a chord with me. Paul Pierce had me angry. I've never gotten angry at a man I didn't know one time in my life until Paul Pierce said that.
The funny thing about that is that there were people who literally trying to justify. I'm like, there at no point in time was Paul Pierce better than Dwayne Wade.
Bro, like, to be honest with you, I haven't found one person who said anything in defense of Paul Pierce.
I've seen some.
I have seen none. This is what I've heard. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll take Dwayne Wade, but he's not that much better than Paul Pierce.
He's way
better than Paul Pierce.
He's
way better than Paul Pierce.
Even Paul Pierce.
Nobody can name one Paul Pierce highlight.
I can. 2008 finals against the Lakers. He faked the injury and they had to carry him off the court. And he, for some odd reason, walked back on, ran back out of there, and started shooting.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Yo, listen, bro. Look, one thing about it, 2:30 show. I don't know my favorite Paul Pierce moment ever. Probably when Jameer Nelson broke him off and he almost died on the court.
Best Paul Pierce moment was when
KG and Ray Allen saved his career.
Nope, when Draymond Green called him out, he was on the bench and told him you mad because you didn't get no favor until that coach.
But that's real, though, bro. like
he is very salty.
Jalen Rose made a perfect point. Like, it's kind of like, Paul Pierce, bro, you got lost tape in the league, bro. You got 3 years of lost tape where nobody knew where to find you.
Yeah,
you know
when he was playing, I knew he was still playing.
Yo, dog, it's like in his prime, when he had Antoine Walker and all that, yeah, your teams weren't that great. But Paul Pierce, in your prime, you were scoring on a loser. Wade, at the very least, could get his team to the playoffs.
At least.
At the very least. Like, he gonna get bounced, but he gonna get there.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce wasn't doing anything.
And see, that 2008 year they won the title when my Lakers was injury riddled, no Andrew Bynum.
Don't make no excuses for it. They were the better team that year.
And you're right. We had no Andrew Bynum. What's the guy's name? I forgot it. It's the dude who was playing center was so bad I can't remember his name.
Kendrick Perkins.
Nope, that's not for us.
Oh. I have no idea.
Exactly.
No, Andrew Bynum was hurt.
Yeah, Andrew Bynum was hurt, and we still lost. We lost a 6, and with no Bynum, so no big three, nothing like that. But yeah, that year you talking about I'm the truth, you the truth. That was 2008 when even that series Kobe was averaging 30. That year I think Kobe was averaging like 30, 32 a game.
Nobody cares about Kobe.
No, but Paul. Okay, I said even Dwayne Wade. At no point in time at all would I take Paul Pierce. And just scratch the numbers. If I test, you know, they have that whole eye test.
Yeah.
If I was to watch Paul Pierce play and I would watch Dwayne Wade play, I would throw an egg at Paul Pierce, tell him to go home.
Like, this is my thing. I think people got caught up in looking at Paul Pierce's numbers, and I saw a very interesting yet hilarious stat. If Dwayne Wade did come back next year
and didn't play a game,
he played all 82 games.
Played all 82, but didn't score a point.
He would still average more points than Paul Pierce for his career.
Another stat I saw. I'm going to just say this. Kobe Bryant last game, 60 points.
Yes.
Dirk Nowitzki's last game, 25. 20, 25, something like that?
Dirk had 20. Wade had a 25-point triple-double.
Paul Pierce had 0.
Think about this. Last night in Wade's last game, he went against the Brooklyn Nets. Paul Pierce played for the Brooklyn Nets, and they were chanting, Paul Pierce sucks.
Sips tea.
Like,
all day long.
I like that you brought up LeVar Ball, and we tried. People listen. Let me tell you. I told Tony before we started that we're going to do 30 minutes.
But man,
listen. I ain't talking about dog getting months out here.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to suffer through a few more minutes.
Nah, I don't think it's not gonna be so good. This gonna be good. This gonna be good.
Yes, but LeVar Ball, months ago in February, he was on Skip and Shannon, and he told them folks that Magic Johnson didn't have any say-so in the Lakers organization.
He did.
He told them folks that months ago.
Yellow teeth and all.
Yes, and one thing I say about LeVar Ball, yes, he talks too much. No, he should not be this involved in his son's career. But LeVar Ball is on nobody's payroll, which means he's not obligated to anybody to shut up.
That's true.
Or tell a lie.
I hate to be lying. Cause his son.
Well, I mean, he might.
Lonzo's not better than LeBron.
No, absolutely not. But it's like
he is not better than LeBron.
No, he's not even close. He shouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence as LeBron James. But when he talks about how maybe some of the things like start to make more sense, like the players revolting against Luke Walton.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He's been saying this for months. God, that's something completely different that we didn't even touch. Antonio Brown, I'm sorry.
Antonio Brown.
Oh my God. He's giving me a headache.
Antonio Brown is
I'm sorry.
But her ex.
Like, I have to keep apologizing to the audience, bro. Like, it's just gonna keep happening.
The Steelers don't know, but they won that trade by getting him out of the locker room.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I know we got a lot of these fans.
Steelers fans?
I know we got a lot of these Miami fans.
Oh.
But he is acting your typical South Florida, bougie, I got money type of way. Because I'm be honest, if I had that kind of money, money will change you. This dude went to New Orleans. So he from the hood.
Oh, yeah.
He went to New Orleans, he got money. Now, because somebody else getting shine, basically, that's what it is. Juju getting shine. Now, mind you, people don't realize, when people game plan for Antonio Brown, they didn't game plan for Juju.
Absolutely.
So now that Antonio Brown is gone, let's see what Juju gonna have.
What Antonio Brown's gripe is legitimate. Like,
it is.
There is no Juju without AB.
Without AB.
But you don't say that. You don't do that in public.
You don't sit there and show everybody the DM that he sent you from college.
But in an off-brand way, that helps Juju.
Off-brand, it 100% helps Juju. It shows that Juju was humble.
Yes.
Hey man, I'm trying to get where you at.
Yes.
What do I need to do? Show me the way to get where you at. The man came to you humbly, and now you gonna air this out and laugh.
It looked bad, bro.
Everything went bad once Antonio Brown started booty popping in the end zone, and he dyed his mustache. It just went south. Like he messed up all Nolan people. I know a lot of Nolan people.
Oh man,
he messed up all y'all.
The twins, y'all, both of y'all.
Milo, Chopper Brown,
Carry on.
Both carry on.
Both of y'all.
He messed up all y'all. Like Antonio Brown, I don't know what he's doing. It makes no sense what he's doing.
No.
I mean, congratulations. He got paid. He got paid.
He did.
He got paid. The Steelers have only had. This dude I know, he's a Steelers fan. If I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 coaches in like 50 years.
Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin are the only 2 of my lifetime. And I'm 31 years old.
Exactly. So that tells you right there. And I'm 35, and it's only been them 2.
Yeah,
it's 35 years. So that tells you that they keep the status quo. So that the Patriots. Now the Patriots are more successful with it, with their 6 Super Bowls and Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the devil. Yeah, that sounds. Tom Brady's the devil. That man is the devil. Anybody that's 42 years old and with a body like his and can still throw the ball.
He calls it pliability. I call it selling your soul
to Satan.
Lucifer.
Yes, all that.
Bro, listen, bro. My cousin was telling me this, and he was like, "Cause it seemed like everybody is like it's like everybody that we grew up watching. It's like they leaving." I was like, "Bro, this is the first time in our adult life where we've understood the game that we're watching people's careers from beginning to end,
yes.
and watching the transition to another NBA. Like older generations have gone through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they watched Jordan's entire career, and then they seen it pass over to Kobe. Then they seen it pass over like that. Yeah, don't worry, bro. I tell the truth sometimes, but like this is the first time that it's actually happening for people in my age group because Wade came in my freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
So my entire adult life, Dwayne Wade has been a professional basketball player.
See, I was already in college.
Yes.
I was already in college. But still,
you're old.
Yeah, your mama don't love me. Your mama don't love me.
She actually taught me that too. She my mama told me 2 days in a row that she loves my wife more than me.
It's tough. It's really tough to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And people be like you said earlier, you get along to. It's not that. Like I remember what the game was and how competitive it used to be.
Yeah.
And now for the longest it hasn't been competitive.
I think it's still competitive. It's just a different type of competition. You know what I mean? It's that thing when we talk about tradition versus innovation, bro. Like we have to be as adults and as sports watchers.
I feel it's so much easier now to pass stats.
It is, but it's so much easier. And it's so much easier on our part as fans of the game to sit up here and reminisce about the times that we loved about our sports, as opposed to embracing the change that's happening.
I don't like change.
I know, but
I understand change. Change happens. Change
ruined the basketball that we love.
Yes, he did. Steph Curry and LeBron James ruined basketball.
Well, LeBron James kind of kept it the same, but
teams.
But it wasn't just super teams that's going to be LeBron James' legacy. Player empowerment is also LeBron James' legacy.
Well,
LeBron James, and that's something that I really appreciate about LeBron James. It's going to ruin
Michael Jordan has player empowerment.
No. Not like LeBron James. LeBron James taught players that you can take your own career into your own hands and hold franchises hostage.
Why do you think that's what Michael Jordan was doing? Michael Jordan
played for the same franchise for so long,
because he was on 1-year contracts, paying for $35 million because it's giving him that freedom to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah, but everybody kind of knew it was a foregone conclusion that he was going back to Chicago. With LeBron James, he legitimately puts fear because he moved. Like he left one time, well he left twice now, but he left, and he left again.
Like rightfully so. I mean,
I'm not blaming him for.
I would call that player empowerment. His contract was up. He left.
But you see, people like Kevin Durant is now following the mold. Every year that he's been in Golden State, there's been a chance that they'd lose him. That's the 1-and-1 contracts.
Well,
I play 1 year, then I got a player option for that second year.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of stuff that LeBron. That's going to be part of LeBron. It's going to ruin free agency, but I'm all for players having the opportunity to control their careers.
I'm pro athlete. Like, but if it comes to if it's athlete against owner, I'm pro athlete all day of the week, twice on Sunday. But like I said, but like we said about the playoffs, it is going to be interesting. Yeah. I'm picking the East.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But it comes out of the East.
Yeah.
East.
There's no clear favorite.
There is no clear favorite.
Because Philadelphia, while they're talented, they're top 5 on paper is talented. They have no bench, and they've been playing atrocious defense as of late.
And no real shooter besides JJ Redick.
That's what I'm saying.
40.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like Jimmy Butler's your closer. And because it's impossible to have your best player be your closer because of the way the NBA is today. So Joel Embiid can't be their closer. Ben Simmons can't shoot a shot from outside of the paint. Like whatever he has going on,
it's terrible.
It's terrible.
I never understood that. If you were an athlete, him and Rondo, but even Rondo's shot has gotten a little bit better.
Yeah,
I don't understand how you
also gotta understand that Ben Simmons is. What is it? Second was I don't know what year.
But still,
he's on rookie of the year. His second.
It's his second technical third year. Maybe he got hurt. But either way, how do you not practice that in the off season? Like that. If that was me, like
years.
Huh?
It takes
Well, yeah, but it hasn't gotten better from last year. This year it hasn't.
He listen.
Like,
I understand.
You didn't see any growth.
I think the stat is like he's shooting maybe like 12% outside of 10 feet or something like that.
It's something
absurd, but
abysmal. Like it's ridiculous.
But you gotta.
I can shoot more than 12% from outside of 12 feet. I promise.
You gotta understand though. Ben Simmons can get to the rim whenever he feels like it.
That is true.
Like they can't stop him from doing it because he's 6'10".
Yeah, he's a 6'10" point guard.
They can't stop him from doing what he does well. So it's kind of like I'll learn how to shoot when I learn how to shoot. But until then.
But see, it shouldn't be that. Should be I learn to shoot when I learn to shoot. Like no, that should be a point of your game. You should work on vigorously.
I understand that, but that's not how.
Call up Kobe Bryant.
Listen, I don't know if you're Tony. You're almost 40 now, so you know what I mean. So Tony, listen.
No fisticuffs. I challenge you to fisticuffs right here, sir. To a duel. Don't you dare use that word. How dare you curse me? I thought this was a house of the Lord. How dare you? I'm telling your wife that you are known I'm telling your wife that you hate the Dolphins. I'm gonna tell her that.
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell your wife that you hate the Dolphins.
You gonna tell my wife on me? God.
In a heartbeat. Shout out Eunice. That's my dog.
Even though she upstairs.
You know she's upstairs. 20.
We're rambling, guys.
Yeah, we are. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes, we are. this is definitely well needed, and we're gonna try to make sure we're gonna definitely keep up with it because we have to. Gotta give people what they want. This Tony loves to tell me every time we talk about this. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for joining us. You know what I mean? This is actually great.
It was great. Yeah, like we got lots of to get out. I want to shout out to my homeboy David Castro and the Dungeon Forward family. He's the one that designed this fire hat that I'm wearing right now for the greatest HBCU in the world, Craig.
Oh man.
In the world. I mean, do y'all see this thing? This thing is beautiful. And make sure that when you zoom in on that right there, that's the logo right there.
Yeah.
You can definitely pick these up on dungeonforward.com. I said, my homeboy David, shout out to you. Appreciate you. Love you, bro. Shout out to the family, everybody. We are glad to be back. Shout out to my boy Shep for having me back in here. We are in his humble abode. It's a good time. Shout out to Apple again. We actually both got Apple watches and Apple phones.
Oh, man.
So yeah, shout out to Apple.
And shout out to Zephyr Hills.
Shout out to Zephyr Hills. Keep
quenching your thirst.
Quench your thirst and keep you hydrated in the most sweatiest of times.
We will get endorsement yet, guys.
Somehow, some way. If y'all share this enough, somebody is going to endorse us.
Oh man, and then we can really get some money going on, right?
Then we won't be this looking at doors and stuff. Like we'll have an actual
studio. My bathroom from downstairs.
But you gotta start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
You gotta start somewhere.
So yeah, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you share the video, like the video. Check us out on the page on Facebook, Tony and Shep. We ain't announced it the last time we tried to make a video, but yeah, we got a page.
We have to try twice.
Yes.
We have to try. We have to try
to do videos.
But we have to try twice.
But yeah, we definitely gonna get this out, and then we're gonna make sure that everybody follow the pages. Yeah, like, share the video. Please, and we'll see y'all next week.
2 cheers in the bucket.